Hello YouTube. So I uploaded 2 videos to this channel for the Aristocrat Tomfoolery contest, and on one of the videos, Doc Bravo commented on it and said that he hopes that I continue to make videos. And so pipe making is kind of becoming a hobby of mine, and I had made a few other pipes other than the 2 that I made for the Aristocrat Tomfoolery contest this year. So I figured, why not? So I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start uploading videos of the pipes that I make. So for you 7 subscribers that I have right now, I'll be in your subscription feed here a bit for the next couple weeks at least, until I churn out some more. This is the second video I've recorded tonight, and so the timelines are going to get a little screwy here, and I apologize. And I'm not going to go into detail as to why, but you'll understand next weekend when I upload my next one. But I said I was going to wait a few days and then probably record another one and upload it somewhere in the middle of the week. And I was sitting here after I was done, and I said, you know what, screw it. So I'm going to record one more and I'll upload it tonight. So this is a pipe I actually referenced in that video, and I'm going to apologize in advance because that video is almost a half-hour long. I have the tendency of rambling. Very sorry. New to this whole YouTube thing. Not really used to trying to be a good YouTube host. But so anyway, I'm trailing off. So this is the pipe that I referenced in that video. I call it my Franken pipe. It's a briar pipe with a Missouri meerschaum stem in it and a really ugly patch in it. So the story behind this pipe, let's light it first. Okay. Smoke and talk, multitask. So, sorry, took me a minute. Story behind this. So, I was trying to carve a briar pipe for my beautiful, wonderful, amazing girlfriend, because she doesn't have one. And I screwed up. I rushed myself. I didn't really have the proper tools. Oh God. Thank you, Dunhill, for that. Dunhill Ready Rub is what I'm smoking, by the way. I'm gonna set my couch on fire. I hope, sidebar, I have an air purifier sitting over there, and I hope the noise isn't too much in this video. I'm gonna watch it back just to make sure. So anyway, I was trying to carve a briar for my girlfriend. Second briar I'd ever done. The first briar I ever did, I carved by hand, which, if you ever think about trying to carve a briar pipe by hand, don't do it. Use power tools. Good Lord. That was 2 weeks of my life that I'll never get back. Every night. briar is a really hard wood, and I really underestimated how difficult it would be to do. Glad I did it. You know what I mean? 'Cause now I can say like, well, I did it. The only power tools I used were to drill it out. But I'll never do it again. Power tools from here on out. So anyway. Go out. So anyway, I was trying to carve a briar pipe for my girlfriend because she doesn't have one. She has a country gentleman, and that's it. So the first pipe I carved was just a straight billiard style. And so I decided I was going to get fancy. And I was going to make a curved billiard, you know. I had this thing drilled out. And on the pipe I carved, so pretend this is a briar pipe, right? You've got where the stem curves up. The pipe that I carved by hand, I used a file to just, you know, that's a straight one though, but just to work all that extra wood away, and that took forever. And for on a bent briar, I didn't really feel like doing it. So I don't have access to like a bandsaw or anything like a table bandsaw or like really good power tools. So I had an oscillating tool from work, Milwaukee oscillating tool. For those that don't know, you use it for like sheetrock and that kind of thing, for cutting out squares in it. It's got a blade that just does this back and forth, really, really fast. So tried to use that to cut the triangle out on the thing. Well, while making this cut along the draft shank of it, I guess. I don't know the proper terminology for the different parts of the pipe. But so where the shank came up, I plunged too deep and I cut into where I drilled it out. And when I got that chunk of wood out, I realized that man was I pissed. One, because it was supposed to be a gift. Two, because briar is expensive. And it took me forever to get these blocks. I didn't know about Vermont freehand back then, where I've ordered stems from them, and they show up pretty quickly. It took me like 2 months to get these blocks of briar. Paid like $25 for them, and they're not, I mean, you can look at it, and it's not even really like that great looking of grain or anything. I mean, it looks okay, but you know, I spent a decent chunk of change on it. I mean, I whipped the thing across the shop at work, calmed down, you know, took a couple deep breaths, and was like, I can salvage this. And so I got the idea to make the Frankenpipe. So I hacked off what I had screwed up and just took a belt sander and zip tied the trigger down, put it in a vise, fired it up, and just worked this thing around it to smooth all the edges out and get, you know, it's kind of like a square shape. I didn't drill it out real centered either. But so I did that, and I ran out of I didn't have a... Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I got the idea. I was like, I have an extra stem from Tomfoolery kit laying around, or shank, whatever, this piece. I had an extra one laying around. I was like, I'll use that, glue it in, it'll be fine. But I didn't know what size hole I had to drill for it, so I didn't drill it out at work. So I got home, and it was the weekend, and I got impatient. And I was like, you know what? I can pull this off without a vise. Because I don't have a vise at home yet. Sorry, at least next week's video will be a half hour of me actually talking. This is going to turn out to be a half hour of me lighting my pipe over and over again. So like a dumbass, I took this thing, I put it in a C-clamp that I had laying around. I thought that would be enough weight. I could pin it down with my hand and drill it out with just a regular old power drill. And it almost worked. But the bit took a chunk out of the briar, chipped it right off. God, I was furious. So I'm on Reddit in like the pipe making community and all that, and so I put a picture of it on there and asked for help. Did anybody know what to do? Has anybody encountered this kind of thing before? Like, what do you guys recommend? Like, because I'm new to this, man. I've only been smoking pipes since Thanksgiving, and making pipes for maybe 2 months less than that. And I dove right into pipe making when I started doing it. I found some of Kane Rod Piper's videos, and I was like, I can do that. And threw myself into it. Needed a hobby, and idle hands are the devil's playground, right? Is that the saying? So after about a week on the hive mind, I came to the conclusion that I would just use wood putty. Because the chip didn't go the whole way through to the chimney in it. So I figured, well, I'm not going to be smoking the wood patch, at least not at first. It may eventually burn through it, and then this thing will probably just... I have a rack. I have 2 pipe racks. One is pipes that are no good. I have my first corncob pipe ever on there. I talk about that in next week's video. Which I recorded before this one. Again, I'm sorry that the timelines are going to cross here. You'll understand why next weekend. Wink, wink. But that rack is just pipes that don't smoke anymore. I can't smoke them. I've got this, it's like a, not a clay pipe, I don't know. It's really nice. There's a website for it. Can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. It's a really pretty pipe. I got it off eBay. It's painted, and it had like pheasants on the front of it. And on the bottom, so like you had the bowl, right, with the hole down in the center of the draft hole, and there was a chamber in the bottom, and it came out the back, and the bit had a cork on it, so it fit in kind of like a calabash. It was a cool pipe, but it was really hard to smoke, and I thought it was plugged up. And like a dumbass, I tried to shove the little cleaning pick through the draft hole in the bottom, so I thought it was plugged up, so I was flushing it out with hot water, and just gunk after gunk was coming out, because it was in a state that I got off eBay, and I broke it. But it's a really pretty pipe, and it still looks like a pipe. It just broke the bottom of the bowl out because it was 2 layers, you know, the bowl cup, and like I'll show it to you in another video sometime. Like that sits there, my first corncob pipe that I didn't know how to smoke when I was 18 is on there. I bought a clay pipe recently from, they're on Instagram. They're called Heirloom Pipes. And it's like old school clay pipes, like stuff that they pull out of like the Thames in London. It's a really neat little pipe though. It's only about that long. You hold it by the bottom. The whole thing's clay. I like it a lot, but that hangs out there because it's not in my regular rotation. It's more of a novelty, you know. And then I have my 10 pipe rack. That's my regular rotation. This is actually I have a rack. It's a 5 rack, and it's going to be my work pipes. And I reference it in the next video, but I have like the Huck Finn and the Tom Sawyer and Mizzou. Quick smokes, you know. But so anyway, I'm sorry again, I diverted completely off topic. So I passed it with wood putty, took a little bit of the stain from the Sedona Patrician and popped it in there just to kind of cover it up a little bit. This is actually, can you see that? The stem there, I stained it a little bit with like a really dark, I want to say it's espresso stain, and then sanded it to bring back the wood grain. So it actually, I really like how, I don't know if you can see it real well. I think it looks better on this side. You can see like vertical, or well, horizontal lines through it that go with the grain, where it was like deeper sections of it, and I think it turned out really cool. But so yeah, I glued this in, and as it turned out, the hole I drilled was too big, so I couldn't even use a full-size stem. I had to cut it down to wedge it in there, and glued that in, wood puttied it, sanded the wood putty down. I have these sanding sticks that go up to like 4,000 grit or something like that, and that's what I use to like polish the ferrules on these, and you can restore your stems with them, get rid of all the chatter on there, but I took them to this to like shine it up a little bit. We go out, and we go. And then I just had a Missouri Meerschaum standard straight stem laying around. I'm gonna pop that bad boy in there. And the thing that I think is really cool is it kind of looks like a Dagner poker, doesn't it? Let's see if we can. How it sits. It's kind of got that Dagner poker look to it. Yeah, this is my Frankenpipe that I referenced in next week's video. I just spilled matches all over the place. I pipe mudded it before I smoked it, and used the Aristocrat pipe tamper method that I will reference next week before I filed it down. To put the draft hole like right smack in the center of it. Yeah, out of the ashes, right? I kept it for myself because I screwed it up, and I didn't want to give it as a gift to my girlfriend because it's not perfect, you know. So I was like, well, it's screwed up, so it's mine now, and it's just gonna be a work pipe now. Or like I smoke this a lot when I'm working in the yard because it's so small and like nice little nose warmer. I can just punch it and tinker and do whatever. And it's kind of a beater pipe is what I refer to it as. It's something that, like, if I drop it, worst case scenario, it breaks, or I lose the thing out in the woods or something, at least it's not a nice pipe that I lost. Won't lose it in the woods though, and you'll see why in another video. Thinking maybe That'll be in about 3 weeks. I'll show you that. I cannot keep this thing lit tonight. Normally it doesn't go out this bad. Normally I could smoke it right to the bottom, but I guess because I'm talking, it keeps going out. But yeah, this is the Frankenpipe. God, I hate that patch though, man. That is so ugly. It looks a lot better like that. From that side, it doesn't look half bad. It's almost like I meant to do it. And you see that damn wood putty patch on there. It just looks like shit. But truth be told, it's a fun little smoke. And it's still a pipe that I made, so you still get that kind of pride in making it. This serves as a nice little reminder. It sits on my rack. I smoke it from time to time. It's a nice little reminder to myself to take my time. Because when you rush stuff and you get impatient, and you try to do shit by the seat of your pants, or you're trying to cut corners, you end up with a Frankenpipe with an ugly patch that smokes a little too hot and isn't quite centered. I don't know if you can see. See, it should come out straight, but it comes out that way, which kind of adds to its charm, I guess. I would call it the Bless Your Heart pipe instead of the Frankenpipe. I think I might. This is my bless your heart pipe. You ever some comedian does a bit about it with like an ugly baby. He'll go, oh, bless his heart. This is my ugly baby. This is my bless your heart pipe. Yep. BYH. Yep. Look at that. We renamed my pipe. So yeah, so this is my Bless Your Heart pipe that I made. I don't know what else to say about it. So I'm gonna upload this as soon as I'm done. I'll have a video for you 7 subscribers, all 7 of you. Thanks for subscribing. Next weekend, and a few more after that, and then sporadically from time to time you'll be seeing me when I churn out another pipe. So thanks for watching. Thank you, all 7 of you, for subscribing. Anybody with a YouTube channel, do you know how to see who your subscribers are? I don't know how to work this shit, man. I'm still figuring it all out. The fact that I can even upload videos is a miracle in itself. I'm not good with technology. That's where my beautiful, wonderful, intelligent girlfriend comes in. She's a lot better with it. But she, unfortunately, is in Philadelphia for law school, because she's way smarter than me. But so yeah, went out again. Damn it. I'm gonna wrap it up. We're coming up on 25 minutes of me rambling. I promise you guys, I'm gonna try to make these videos shorter in the future, and I'm gonna try to collect my thoughts a little bit more, and maybe I'll write down what I want to say and have a script put back here, presidential style, have a teleprompter, keep myself on track a little bit, because 25 minutes of a guy rambling in his basement about how he screwed up a pipe, I don't know that I'd watch it, to tell you the truth. So if you stuck around, thank you. Um, and I'll see you next weekend. And happy piping, right?